This is the story of Millie, who worked as a night shift HR executive at Ardent Corporate Towers, a 17-story glass building in Gurugram, for almost 4 years. Millie had a simple routine: check employee logs, verify access cards, and finalize the attendance for morning staff. The shift ran from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. The pay was good, the office was quiet, and for the longest time she believed the night shift was the safest job she could have. Until she met her, the woman who stood in the lobby, who no one knew existed. It was a Tuesday in early July. The rain hadn't stopped for 3 days. The air smelled of damp concrete and coffee. By 1:45 a.m., most apartments had logged out, except for the data team on the 9th floor, and Millie, in the HR cubicle on the 2nd. She walked toward the vending machine, rubbing her eyes, when the sound of footsteps echoed from the hallway behind her. Click, 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 soft, deliberate, heels on tile. She turned. A woman stood at the far end of the corridor facing the glass wall, long hair tied back, a dull gray office uniform, ID card swinging from her neck. Millie assumed she was from another department. "Hi, are you from finance?" she asked, smiling weakly. No reply. The woman didn't move, didn't even turn. Her reflection in the glass was faint, almost delayed, moving a second after she did. The next morning, Millie logged into the attendance system to mark the night staff entries. There was no entry for that woman. No such face in HR records. No visitor entry in the access log. The elevator scan showed only Millie and the 9th floor batch at 10 p.m. No one else. She told herself it was stress, maybe a cleaner or a temp staffer. But the image of that still figure stayed in her mind all day. 2 nights later, something strange happened. At 2:10 a.m., the lobby intercom rang. The night guard, Ramesh, sounded shaken. "Madam, someone's been standing in front of the elevator for the last 20 minutes. Millie frowned. "Maybe an employee?" Ramesh's voice trembled. "No, madam. I checked the log. No entry. And the cameras..." He paused. "The cameras show nothing." Millie went down to check herself. The elevator lobby was dim, just one flickering light over the marble floor. And there she was again. The same woman. Standing still, her face turned toward the security desk, eyes blank, her badge hanging upside down. "Ma'am, can I help you?" Millie asked softly. The woman's lips moved, but no sound came. Then, without warning, she turned and walked toward the basement exit, the one that had been sealed for over 3 years after a fire incident. Ramesh ran after her, shouting, but when he reached the door, it was locked. No one had gone through. The next day, Millie brought it up to the building manager, Mr. Sinha, a stern man in his 50s who rarely showed emotion. When she mentioned the woman in gray, his face changed. "You saw her?" He took a deep breath. "There's something you should know." He explained that 3 years ago, a fire broke out in the basement archives. A junior employee named Neha Rao from admin was trapped inside. The sprinklers failed, and before help could reach her, she suffocated in the smoke. Her body was found near the basement exit, still holding her access card. After that, the basement was sealed. But for months, guards reported seeing a woman walking in the lobby, always between 2 and 3 a.m. Eventually, the company dismissed it as rumor and replaced most of the night staff. That night, Millie decided to check the security footage herself. She pulled up the live camera feed from Lobby Cam 2, timestamped 2:11 a.m. There she was, a faint figure near the elevator, flickering in and out of focus like static. But when Millie zoomed in, her blood froze. The reflection on the marble floor was facing the opposite direction. She called Ramesh immediately, but the line cut mid-ring. She tried again. Nothing. And then, from the corner of her screen, she saw movement. Someone was standing behind her in the live feed. She turned around. The room was empty. The monitor flickered and a new line of text appeared across the screen. "You shouldn't have checked the logs." The next morning, she arrived early to find police tape near the lobby. Ramesh, the night guard, was found dead in the security room. No injuries, no struggle. Just his body slumped in the chair, eyes open, facing the screen. The CCTV playback had stopped at exactly 2:13 a.m. When the footage was analyzed, one frame showed something horrifying. Ramesh was sitting still, watching the monitor, and behind him, in perfect clarity, was the woman in gray. Her hand on his shoulder, her face inches from his. Millie never returned after that night. She quit her job, moved out of the city, and never again worked a night shift. But sometimes when she checks her email late at night, she swears she still hears that faint click of heels on the tiles, and the low buzz of a security intercom that no longer exists. Some buildings keep their employees long after they've left. Some names stay in the system forever. And if you ever find yourself working the night shift and see someone in the lobby who shouldn't be there, don't ask her name. She already knows yours.